The Fast and Furious movie franchise started off so simple. I mean, does anybody remember when these guys just stole DVD players and that was kind of their thing? But now each film outdoes itself with crazy action sequences and impossible story arcs. Seriously, they put a car in space in the last film. A car in space. And the two people who were in the car made it back home okay somehow. The wonders of being able to suspend disbelief. And the 10th film of the franchise is about to make its debut, so we'd like to acknowledge that there is one backbone of the series that does tie it all together, and that's the importance of family. And if you're Dominic Toretto, one of the biggest symbols of family that you have in your life is a certain Dodge Charger. So join us as we highlight the importance of family and celebrate the release of another addition to the Fast and Furious cinematic story by building the Lego version of Dom's Dodge Charger on this episode of The Brick Historic. From the first roar of engines in The Fast and the Furious way back in 2001 to the latest installment hitting theaters right now, the Fast and the Furious franchise has definitely excited audiences around the world. And that's because of its unique blend of high-speed chases during heists, a close-knit family of characters, and of course those increasingly over-the-top action sequences, the ones that are getting crazier and crazier with each installment. But it's clear the series is leaving and has left an immense mark on pop culture itself. And one of the iconic elements that stood the test of time is Dominic Toretto's Dodge Charger, which is what we're building today. Dom's Charger is more than just a car. It's really a testament to Dom's main character traits, or at least a couple of them, specifically his power and resiliency. You see, the Charger with its muscular design and its roaring engine mirrors those characteristics quite well. But the vehicle represents so much more, as it also signifies Dom's connection to his family, especially his father. It's this deep emotional linkage that makes the car so special, and quite honestly, it's what's making this Lego set so much fun to build. If you've watched the Fast and Furious series, you know that the concept of family runs deep. The characters are fiercely loyal to each other, and their bond is honestly their most powerful asset. Among the wild stunts and the high-speed chases, the enduring theme of family is what resonates so strongly. And as we delve deeper into the build of this Dodge Charger, it's impossible to ignore the parallel significance this car holds in symbolizing that same theme of family. The Charger isn't just a car in the Fast and Furious series. You could argue, and I'm going to argue now, that it's a character in its own right, with a story that's deeply woven into the fabric of the Toretto family. It's the car that Dom and his father worked on in Dom's youth. It's the car that Dom expresses fear of driving in the first movie, probably because his father died driving an equally powerful car. For Dom, then, the car is a symbol of legacy, of love, and of loss, which are family themes. But as we build this Lego set here at the Brick Historic, and as we build our other sets, it's really a way for us to bond. It's our family time. So it dawned on us as we were building this set that in many ways, the Lego version of raising this car up piece by piece as a family kind of mirrors the same experience that Dom had working on the car with his father. Our tendency here at the Brick Historic is to focus more on the real-world story, or in this case, the cinematic story, behind the set we're building and focus less on the details of the actual set itself. In this case, however, we thought that would be doing the set a disservice. We just have to talk about how wonderful this thing really is. As we built the set and as we went on with it, we became more and more aware as to what an incredible homage to Dom's Charger this set really represents. It's got over 1,000 pieces, so there's a lot going on, It's detailed, it's intricate, and it definitely requires patience, focus, and a love for not only LEGO, but the Fast and Furious franchise. One of the things that we noted on the box was that it's got an age 10 plus recommendation, but we honestly think a 10-year-old might struggle with this set a little bit because it is complex in certain areas. That having been said, the build is fun and it's exciting. During the adventure, we encountered a lot of unique pieces, some of which we hadn't seen in decades of LEGO building, which showed how they were really pushing the boundaries of what we even thought would be possible. The engine build itself was a standout moment, as the design intricacies and the level of detail in the engine were nothing short of impressive. It's one of the best LEGO engine designs we've encountered, and seeing it come together was truly a rewarding experience. But the complexity didn't stop at the engine. The LEGO Charger also boasts a 4-wheel independent suspension, which is yet another testament to its design. This adds a real layer of realism to the model, and it adds additional challenges when you build it. Once completed, the Charger is just standout impressive. The moving pistons, the hood and doors that open, the iconic wheelie bar, every element adds to the charm of the set. And this isn't just a static piece, it's really an interactive model that's easy to engage with. Once it was completed, our teenage son, who never showed a real affinity for traditional toys when he was younger, started playing with the car and he wouldn't take his hands off of it. So if it's got enough to get his attention, then you know this is a real special set. Dom's Dodge Charger is really an outstanding LEGO model that offers a challenging and rewarding building experience. It's meticulously detailed, and it's really a functional tribute to one of the most iconic cars from the Fast and Furious franchise. While we believe it would pose a challenge for a younger builder, the finished model and the sense of accomplishment that you're going to have really make it worth your effort. It's a fantastic set for anybody who's a Fast and Furious fan, anybody who's a LEGO enthusiast, or really anybody who enjoys engaging with a complex build. As we went on with this build and the making of this video and everything else, we were really struck by the family themes that are woven into the franchise and how they translated into the build. Dom worked on the car with his father. We worked on the LEGO version of it together. So it was a family affair, just like it was in the cinematic story. And for all the crazy, over-the-top sequences that each movie brings, the family theme has always been the binding tie. It's our opinion that family is the most important thing here in the real world, yet it's one of the things that we're often so quick to dismiss. So we urge you to think about the strength of your own family as you watch the Fast and Furious movies. And if you decide to pick up this LEGO set and build Dom's Charger for yourself, be sure to build it with someone you love. That's it for this episode of The Brick Historic. If you haven't already done so, please do take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we post new videos. As well, we'd love to hear from you in the comments as to what you think about this LEGO model, as well as your thoughts on the family themes of the Fast and Furious franchise. Thanks so much for joining us, and until the next time we see you, thanks for watching.